Hey, if you run a recruiting business and you know you should be creating some content, but you're not quite sure where to start, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video, as we're going to share exactly the social media content strategy that my clients are using to generate conversations with both their clients and their candidates. Now, before we get into all that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, as we're dropping the best and most knowledgeable advice for online marketing, lead generation, content marketing, automation, exclusively for recruiting and search professionals. Now, what I'm about to share with you is very proven. This is how Katie Kelly, Ben Bonnell, Tom Caravella, Leslie Boudreau, the list goes on, have been able to use content to grow their recruiting business. Okay, so this topic here is, what content should I create? Well, let's make it simple. Let's break it into 3 buckets for you. The first type of content that you can create is the personal content. No, I'm not talking about posting and sharing your cat. I'm talking about personal content that is going to connect with your market of other business professionals. So what does that look like? Well, first is sharing personal stories. What's happening in your day? What type of value are you delivering to your clients and candidates? It's very simply just regurgitating that. But go another level deeper. If you have a family, there's a lot of family conversations that can be relevant topics that you can turn into business value and advice. It's also okay to share your personal philosophy and beliefs. The whole idea of sharing personal content is to get somebody to know you and like you just for you being you. We're in a society now that people are buying people more than they are brands. Your brand, you as a people, is a brand, right? But more than these bigger brands than ever before. So that's the first bucket, is making sure that you have content where you're sharing personal stories, personal things that are happening in your life, personal philosophy and beliefs. Now, the second bucket is your authoritative bucket. This is where you have the opportunity to showcase your expertise before your clients and or candidates even work with you, sharing relevant tips on interviewing, hiring, resumes, job descriptions, market updates, and trends all need to be a part of your strategy, and you need to do this consistently. This is the easiest way to differentiate yourself from the competition, is to actually show them what you do and how you're better than the rest. Now, the last bucket that you're going to want to focus on is what I call the proof bucket. Hey, you say you're good at what you're going to do, but that message is always more powerful coming from your clients or candidates, right? You want to have a process in place where you are sharing your testimonials from your clients and candidates, not keeping it on your website that's sitting in cyberspace and getting no traffic, but sharing it on your social media feed. So sharing all your wins. Every time you cross the finish line, we want to be sharing the success of that client and that candidate. The other thing we want to be able to do to prove to our market that we are what we say we are is share your open positions and share your roles. Now, this isn't for, hey, hoping that I attract the right candidate, although if you do this properly through time, you will. This is more about branding. This is more about showing your market that you are what you're saying you are. So just think about that in the mindset when you're going out and posting your jobs in a unique way, is that you're doing this more for your brand than you are for the actual results of having the qualified candidate reach out to you. So those are the 3 buckets that I'd recommend. The first is your personal bucket. The second is your authoritative bucket. The third is your proof bucket. Now, if you want to see more proof about the results that I dropped, go ahead and click my client testimonial playlist right here, and you can see the results that my clients are experiencing by using strategies just like this. Now, for the best online marketing and lead generation advice, specifically for the staffing, recruiting, and search industry, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that bell in the corner so you're notified of all my new videos, and we'll see you on the other side.